Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
It's the brother Kalaya.
Brother Bayan.
Coming at you with another quick lesson. Prior to getting started, we like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua Ba'ashem Rakahadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Alright, and we just finished doing a lesson a little while ago going into being above your pay grade, alright, asking things above your pay grade. And I had this lesson, which I'm not sure the title yet, but nevertheless it's gonna go into, being okay with what you have. Alright, and I mean that in all ways, shapes, forms, and fashions. Alright, be okay with the amount of bread you have, okay? Raiment, clothes, alright? Your household situation. And I don't mean settle. Alright, be okay with it. Alright, because like we was going into, the Lord's ways are not your ways. His thoughts are not your thoughts. Okay? So the way he fashioned you, and I'm gonna get you to grab what is that? Jeremiah 1, if I'm not mistaken. Lucky, I knew you in the womb.
Yeah.
Grab it.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 4. It says, Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
So with that being said, the Lord knows what it takes for you to be that 100% prophet you supposed to be. He knows how to extract that finishing product. Okay, he pretty much I'm gonna give him this, right? Even all the way down to your looks, man. Alright, you can't change your looks. Alright, of course we can exercise, keep our health up, things of that nature, but you didn't have the opportunity to sit there before you were created and say, I'm gonna put this right here, I'm gonna have this amount of money, I'm gonna look like this, I'm gonna be living here, because you didn't even get to choose where you live, man. Alright, which in turn, all of these things have a purpose. Alright, the Lord has a purpose for all of these things, right? So we're gonna kick it off with the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 8. Babakasham.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 6, verse 8, where it let us see how Shah speaking. It says, Be not ye therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye have need of before you ask him.
That's right. So that's why sometimes, really all the time, when you praying for something and you realize, this was exactly what I needed. This wasn't what I wanted, but this is what I need. At this particular time, that's why I feel like that, because the Lord already know what you need and what you don't need, what's profitable for you and what's not profitable for you. Okay, so there's that's why brothers always push faith, because if you have faith that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is the power that he say he is and the power that he shows himself to be, then you shouldn't have a problem with going without, or you feel me, accepting what it is that's being given unto you. Alright? You have anything you want to say,
No, pretty much. I want to get you want to go through the whole
I wasn't gonna go through the whole thing. I was gonna get you to jump down to 11.
Con. Yeah, I got the precept I want to bring out is in 25.
Con. Yeah, that's what I had.
Oh, okay.
And you gonna 25, and then I'm gonna get you to jump to 31.
Con.
You got it.
You want me to jump straight to it?
Hit 11 for me.
Con. This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 6 and 11. It said, Give us this day our daily bread.
Right. And that's a part of the Lord's Prayer, man. Alright, so when you're going out to your job might not be the best. It might not pay the best. You might got some bitch ass co-workers, right? It might be trouble even getting to work. You see? But as long as the Lord is giving you your daily bread, and sometimes, the Lord will sit you down for a while.
Right.
I've been set down for a while, man.
Yeah.
Shit. And the Lord always made sure I had something to eat, something to drink, a roof over my head, and that was it.
Yeah.
Okay? Might not have had a car, right? Might not have been able to move, as comfortably as I possibly wanted, but the essentials were covered, man.
Right.
All right? The things that I needed were there, and the Lord do that so you don't fucking bug out, man. You see, the Lord, He know your limits. He know what's gonna make Jake go his dumb ass back and do some dumb shit just cause he don't have no money in his pocket. Cause his kids say they hungry, His kids wanted the new J's, but he got them, some G Nikes. We call them G Nikes with some Air Force Ones. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The Lord knows, and those are very, very petty examples that I'm bringing out, but these are some of the examples that get Jake knocked off in the truth, man.
Right.
That these are the things in which Jake attempt the Lord behind.
Right.
Some fucking shoes,
Yeah.
or abroad,
Right.
because that's another thing. Hey, the Lord, He'll give you some shit, and then it might be needful for this brother, to have something that I don't have. Okay, I have something that he don't have. All right, but those when you have those, and bro, that'd be Satan, brother. Niggas never do all that.
Right.
But nevertheless, whatever it is that brother have, it benefits him in a way that's needful for him in his walk, and vice versa, man. And we all have our things in which, benefit us, all right, or it may afflict you to a point that brings you one step closer to being that perfect you in which the Lord envisioned for you and have in store for you, man. Because that's what this whole furnace of affliction thing is about. To burn off all the fat, man. To knock off all of the the impurities, to bring out that pure version of yourself, that perfect self. Okay. Got anything you want to say?
Yeah, if I could add to you, and I'm going to get the precept to back it up. Basically, you have to have that faith, which you I don't know if it was the last video you mentioned, that's why we push faith, so much, well, brothers tell you to push your faith and, build your confidence in things,
right.
Knowing that whatever you're going through it for a reason.
Right.
So if you don't have the faith to believe that, that'll bug you out, But having that faith to knowing that the Lord is dealing with you, if he had to sit you down, if he had to do something to your vehicle, if he had to do something to your financial situation, you have to sit back and not just woe is me moment and dwell on what you don't have. Think about what you do have and be thankful that the Lord still has the Spirit on you, to be able to overcome these things, and continue to do the work,
Yeah, and also he'll jack your body up too, man. Put infirmities on you. Okay? Like the brother said, be lucky you alive, man. Be lucky you able to have his word within you and be able to preach unto the four corners of the earth. All right? Though you may be sick, or you might have got jacked up or whatever, but remember, hey, you still in this race, man. You got it.
I just had a slide.
Yeah, you cool.
Proverbs 3:6. It says, "In all thy ways, Slaki." I'm gonna start up. So Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths." Just backing up the point, that you still have the Spirit on you, that you could pray to the name Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, regardless of what you're going through, and knowing that you're going to go through these things and your heart is in the right place, your mind is in the right place, your spirit is in the right place, the Lord is going to direct your path to where it needs to be for you to continue to work. All right. The moment that you pull away from the Lord and don't want to, you curse the Lord or whatever, you want to go back into the world, this is the moment the Lord is going to shoo you off and let you go about your business. You know, but as long as you are in the spirit and you're doing those spiritual things, you know, to please the Lord is not going to forsake you. You know.
Yeah, it really come down to whatever you're going through is either to make you or to break you. Like I said, the positive is make you, right? And then the negative will be break you, but that's also a positive too, right? Because sometimes we get full of ourselves. We're human beings. Just because you're in the truth don't mean you're immune to pride. Okay, so what the Lord does is when we reach a level unto where we can destroy ourselves, the Lord will knock something off.
Yeah.
Okay, He'll knock something off, and then which He already know whether you're gonna bounce back or fall off. He know that already. So most of the times, really all of the times, the things that are set for you to shake back are put in place, all right, throughout your struggle when you get knocked down.
That's in Corinthians.
You know.
I got a little bit more for you real quick.
Go ahead.
This is again still in Proverbs 3, but this is verse 11. It says, "My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be wary of his correction. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as a father the son in whom he delighteth."
God, hey, what would it mean to be chastised, man? Corrected. Okay, you simply being corrected on different actions that provoke either jealousy, all right, or the Lord to be displeased with you, man. All right, because contrary to popular belief, sometimes when we do things, we give our attention to other things instead of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And normally what the Lord will do is just take it away from you. All right, or make it extremely hard for you to do until you can't do it. All right, and then you've been broken. Okay? But you said you had a pre, huh?
Yeah, right here. This is the book of 1 Corinthians. 10:3. Or was it 13? Yeah, this is the verse. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10, and I'll start at 11. It says, "Now all these things happen unto them for examples, and they are written for our admonition. Admonition.
Where you at?
Right there.
Yeah, admonition.
Admonition, upon whom the ends of the world are come. Wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as common to man. But Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it."
Yeah, and that's everything I said, full circle, man. You know, you ain't going through no interstellar fucking astronomical situation that nobody just never been through, Jay. You know, and ultimately it come down to your pride is hurt and suck it the fuck up. That's it, like point blank period. Then that's a lesson I had to learn, you know, face to face with that. Right. Your pride hurt because when you come into this truth, you ain't never been through, you know, half the shit you go through when you cross over to the other side.
Right.
So you ain't really, you know, you didn't build yourself up to be whoever you thought you was in the world, and now that person must die.
Right.
You see, that person must be attacked and ultimately killed, man. You know, so yeah, it hurt your pride, but fuck it. You having this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you get the idea in which the Lord is trying to coach us to be, which is to salvation, and ultimately to get those spiritual bodies, man, fashioning like Yahushua, you know.
Right. And you know, it ultimately just goes back to of having that understanding.
Yeah.
You know? If you lack the understanding, you know, that's what you'll lack. What's going on within your situations. You know, once you understand that, man, you really truly don't have no control over this thing. You understand that, you know, either the Lord is, like you said, the Lord is doing this either to make me or break me, You know, that's the least you could do is either gain that discernment to see what's going on,
Right.
you know, and make the right decision spiritually, you know, with the wisdom and knowledge that you've been gaining over time, you know. But don't fold in that situation. And you know, one of my favorite sayings, you know, pressure busts pipes or they create diamonds, you know. So the Lord going to put you in those situations, and Lord willing, if you're of that number, it's going to create a diamond. You know.
You could go ahead with that Matthew from 25.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 6 and 25. It says, again, red letters, Yahweh Shah speaking. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye should eat, or what ye should drink, nor yet for your body, what ye should put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment? Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they?
Yeah. You know, so at the end of the day, man, you're a fucking prophet. Alright? And I'm choosing not to use better words, because sometimes being rough and raw is the only way Jake can understand it.
Right.
Alright? You're a fucking prophet. Okay? You're being a active herald for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You hold the message of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Alright? And you know, Jake just be needing to hear that. Like, fuck what you going through. The Lord know what you going through, bro.
Right.
He know, he made it happen to you. Just like he said, he feed the birds of the air, man. Okay? Though it look like they just be doing their own thing. Nah. Hey, the Lord is guiding them to seed, right? Giving them a place to rest, nest, right? Things of that nature. Like this brother say, having that understanding that all of this is orchestrated, all right, by the Most High. Hey man, what we worrying about? What we gonna eat next? Okay. And no, that don't mean just sit in your fucking garage and starve to death.
Right.
That don't mean that, bro. Like, you know, Jake will be anal about some shit like that.
Right.
But nevertheless, you know, it's hey, first and foremost, do what you got to do according to the scriptures. All right, continue to you know, be pleasing unto the Lord, man, and He'll make all things. First and foremost, He gonna put the idea in your mind to get up and go get your bitch ass a job.
Yeah.
You know,
Plain and simple.
He ain't gonna have all them demons on you. He gonna make a way for when you do get them and you know, try to get you a job. Hey, it's gonna go smooth, right? He even throw in some suspense. Oh, I don't know if you're the right match, but then they call you 2 days later. You got the job. You know, that's how the Lord be doing it, bro.
Yeah, I give you something else. You know, after my little situation, after I left my previous job, I'm literally throughout the week just applying for jobs, and randomly woke up, you know, and was like, man, it started getting on my phone, set up, let me go and apply for these jobs.
Right.
So I applied for this certain company, and as soon as I applied for the company, I'm like, all right, that's enough for the day. I'm about to go to the gym. Go to the gym, and I see that company behind me. You know, one of the workers of that company behind me, and I'm thinking in my head, no way in hell. I literally just filled out, you know, application for that, and now I see these people behind me. Let me go talk to them. Go to talk to them. Yeah, we hiring. Let me take your information. Boom. Next day, phone call.
Yeah.
You know, but just like that, you know, you never know, you know, how the Lord is gonna, you know, operate and pull strings for you for His servant to eat. Because as we just read right here in St. Matthew, man, His servants is going to eat. You know, they're going to make it through whatever they need to make it through. You know.
Jump down to 31 and ride it all the way to 35. 34, Slocky.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 6 and 31. It says, therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek. For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things.
You see? The Lord know you need a job to eat. Mm-hmm. Just like the Lord know when you know, it come time for these devils to progress with the NWO, and the MOTB is out on the streets and being heavily pushed, he know we still need to eat.
Right.
Scriptures tell you, hey, my servant shall eat.
God.
You see? And by way of means of extraordinary measures, man. All right? Going back into that, what we went into Saturday, divine intervention. You see? But you got it out.
If I can say real quick, they even got the account. I believe it was Lisha who had the crows or the ravens coming to feed them.
Gone.
You know, and in the time of the famine, that they had a famine in the land. You know, you can't count the Lord out, man. He's going to come through in so many different ways, you know, that you can't even imagine. You know, if you're of that number, and if He wants you to eat, you're going to eat.
You're gonna eat.
But continuing on, it says, read 32 again. For after all these things do the Gentiles seek, for your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
You see, keeping your head straight, right? Seeking the love first. Hey, doing the law, statutes, and commandments to your best of your ability, man. Doing this work. How you gonna be a prophet and you all jacked up, man? Hey, the Lord not gonna give you the same cares like the rest of the world have. All right, the Lord ain't gonna have you scrambling, pulling out, renting your fucking garment, plucking out your hairs like the scriptures say. You know, cause you can't pay your rent. You know what I'm saying? And again, quick disclaimer: that don't mean be reckless with your cash. Okay, we about being strategic, all right, and moving as men with understanding. So, you know, we take all precautionary measures to avoid those things. But when they do arise, because they do happen, we in Babylon, man. All right, when they do happen, there's always a way. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua will you know, resolve that situation. But you got it.
Verse 34 says, take therefore no thought for tomorrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
So, you know, ultimately, we living for the day, man. All right, that don't mean, again, go and spend all your fucking money at the casino because you might win the day.
Yeah, basically that YOLO spirit.
Right.
You don't want to have that dumbass YOLO spirit that the world, you know, preaches about. You know, you only live once, so might as well go ahead and do some risky, dumbass bullshit. You know, we have wisdom, knowledge, understanding, getting backing up what the brother is saying. You know, so everything we do is calculated. You know, our moves have to be calculated.
Meticulous.
You know, you got it.
Grab for me 1 John 5:14. And the subtitle to this is our confidence in Hamashiach, man. You know, because if you say that you believe, you call yourself a Hebrew Israelite, and I'm gonna say especially if you under the banner of Great Millstone, man. If you out here proclaiming that the so-called white people, are the Edomites, that we are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, then and you say you believe, then why don't you believe that the Lord will feed you?
Right.
All right. Why don't you believe that the Lord will have you in a you know, in where you supposed to be?
Right.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. That shows you that you don't believe.
That's right.
That shows you that you out here, you know, playing, you know, trying to fool everybody, including yourself.
And again, we have mortal moments. We are still mortals.
Still in the flesh.
Hey, Satan is constantly poking at you with doubt. You ain't the elect. Like the elder said, you might be an Edomite.
Right.
You know, these are different things that Satan, he gonna fuck with you with.
Right.
You know? But you gotta have some sort of confidence with yourself. Not pride, confidence. Alright? But damn, there was one more point I wanted to say. You might come back. You got it though.
It's the book of 1 John chapter 5 and 14. it says, and this is the confidence that we have in him, that if we ask anything according to his will, he heareth us.
Right. And the key point I wanted to hone in on was according to his will. Alright, if it does not interfere with you and your walk in this ministry, alright, the Lord will grant that to you, man. If it's not gonna bug you out or bug another brother out on side of you, alright, hey, the Lord will throw that bone to you, man. Right? But it got to be according to his will, man. Alright, and ultimately his will is what? To give the elect the kingdom of heaven, man. You see, to save the elect. So if it's gonna be something that's demoting you, alright, or influencing you to go back into the world or to not be saved, you won't get that.
Right.
Unless the Lord don't fuck with you. The Lord got to hate you, alright, for the bring you in the truth, bug you out, really throw you a bone that's gonna bug you out. You know?
Definitely. Yeah. That's the men that's gonna, ultimately getting beat with many stripes. You know?
God.
That's why it says many stripes, because if the Lord did that to you, again, that's scary.
Shit.
He brought you so close to let you even see all of this, just to take it away from you.
Yeah.
Rather than not give it to somebody.
That's why I speak of, and Salakia, forgive me because I don't remember exactly where it's at, but it tell you certain men have tasted of this truth. You have tasted the sweetness and the bitterness of this truth, man. Okay? But you only tasted it, and that's why we pray that the Lord allow us to keep eating. But my last precept is Psalm 68:19. And whatever else you had, and Salaki, I didn't think this video was gonna be that long.
Yeah, let the spirit roll, brother. This is the book of Psalm 68:19. It says, "Blessed be the Lord who daily loadeth us with benefits, even the power of our salvation." Salah.
Man, the Lord loaded us with benefits, man. Okay? The Lord has given us benefits daily. Every day you wake up, man. Even if you don't acknowledge them or notice them, hey, you've been given benefits. First and foremost, starting with this truth. Every day you wake up and you remember the names Yahweh or Yahweh Shai, that's a benefit in itself. Everything else after that is extras. You see? But nevertheless, amen, every day the Lord, he bestows blessings upon us, man. All right? But that's all I really had. Lord willing, the point was made. So before we get out of here, we like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to Freeland. Shalom,
Shalom.
and a Bible Ball.
Blah, blah, blah.